Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Today what I want to do is sort of show you some of my decks that I have, that I've been using a lot this year in regards to my journey and that. What I want to start with was the Epic Tarot. Okay, this is the box that it comes in. Okay, and this is the deck. It's very quite unique in that the suits are like wands is actually books, swords is swords. Then you've got, let's have a look. You can see that's the 4 of books. So you can see that they're quite different in regards to that. So here we go, we've got spheres, which you'll find a lot in regards to tarot decks anyway. So here we have the spheres, books, and see there's your Ace of Books, same as Ace of Wands. Cups as chalices. Okay, then you've got unicorns. Unicorns are pages, and you have sorry, excuse me. Ooh, bit of a cough there. Okay, there's your unicorn. You can sort of see those there, and you go through and you sort of see that the cards are actually quite different. Unicorn, it's dragon, dragons are kings, phoenix your queen, unicorn. So there's your 4 unicorns. I mean, you can see a bit more on my videos with all the different another dragon. Just trying to find a griffin. They're hiding. Didn't want to come out today. Must have missed them in the first. Oh, there we go. And there's your griffin for your knight. So you basically got your unicorn is your page. The knight is a griffin. Then you've got your queen, which is your phoenix. And your king, which is the dragon. You got your wands, which are actually books in this. You've got pentacles and things are discs, or discs are spheres. Then you've got your cups, which are chalices, and you've got your swords are swords. So they're pretty, once you sort of get the basics of it, the little white book, you'll find some of the meanings are quite different. So I feel like this is quite a mystical deck, there's quite a lot in it. So that's another deck that I got. I've been reading with, and I've used quite a bit this year. So that's the Epic Tarot. I mean, you can find more on my channel with regards to each of these decks that I've done. You can mostly look a bit more in depth. Okay, so the next one is Fairy Lights. So Fairy Lights Tarot comes in a box like this, you can sort of see, with a little white book, and wands are wands, discs are discs, cups are cups or chalices, and swords are swords. You can see the imagery is absolutely just very watercolour, very gentle, but yet quite raw. I love some of the imagery of this, just to show you a few. You can sort of see, here's the Moon card. Here's the Empress. I mean, they're very different. It's quite, definitely not Rider-Waite, not Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. It is quite, you'll find that the author has actually taken quite a lot of her own teachings, her own thoughts in regards to the meanings and the artistry. You can see the Lovers card's quite different. So you can see this deck here is really quite unique in its artistry. It's quite beautiful. It's a beautiful deck to work with. I've really enjoyed working with it this year. So that's the Fairy Lights Tarot. So, oops. I like to put my cards away when I'm done. Okay, so the next deck I've sort of looked at this year has been the there we go, the Tarot de Marseille. Okay, Tarot de Marseille is traditional swords, cups, it's a very sort of traditional deck. I love the colour in it. I think that's one thing I really felt drawn to this Tarot de Marseille, was because of the colours are quite bright. Remember, they are modern printed compared to, the original template, the woodcuts, they are quite different. So in that respect, there's the Death card, which actually inspired my journey to the Crossroads Tarot. I just love that Death card. I don't know why. It just really, that whole sense of transformation, changes, things decaying, endings, I just love this card. I think it sort of gives you a bit of a wake-up call. It allows you to sort of surrender to the moment. So there you go. Just to show you just a few. I mean, if you've seen a Tarot de Marseille, you know that the images are pretty traditional in regards to that imagery. There might be just some few slight differences. So there we are. That's your Five of Wands. Or Sankabata, if you like. So there we are. Just to show you. So that's the Tarot de Marseille, which I have learned quite a lot within the different styles of readings, which has been quite good. Now we've got the Circle of Life Tarot too. Okay, this one here is also, you've got chalices, wands, discs, and swords. There's no names on the cards, they're just done with symbols, as you can sort of see. 8 of cups, 8 of chalices. And they're round, so they are a bit different. So you don't get the reversed, I don't feel like you get the reverse the same. I mean, there's more, you're liable to get left and right as well. So I think you sort of really got to use your intuition to look at the imagery. And this is Ace of Wands. It looks more like a carrot, to be honest. But anyway. So that I sort of love, that whole imagery, the seed, the new beginning, the birth of something, Eight of Swords is quite different. So there are similarities with the Rider-Waite, but yet there are differences in lots of ways. It's a very mystical imagery type deck, so there's a lot of mystical creatures. So I think I've got a real sort of mystical theme as my basic sort of tarot deck. You'll have noticed that they're quite mystical. I sort of quite like that that type of, that style. Okay, the last sort of tarot deck I'm going to show you is the Tarot Familiars. That's my latest one. Now, this one, like I said in the review and that I looked at, the major arcanas all have animals on them. This is the full, which I loved. And I was a little disappointed at first to realise that the minor arcanas are actually non-scenic pips. But the more I worked with it, the more I saw it in a larger spread like a Celtic Cross or a Yin Yang spread or Gifts and Lessons or something like that, sort of those larger spreads. I actually preferred it because it didn't confuse the animal aspect so much. It became quite easy. You didn't have all these different animals with all these different meanings and trying to sort of comprehend. So it was just basically the court cards and the major arcana with the animals. And the others were all sort of the minor arcana. So you can sort of see Two of Swords there. And then you've got Knave of Cups with the Owls. So they were split into like, the four suits had four different animals. So you got the Cups were owls, the Pentacles were wolves, the Swords, oh Jefferson, I can't remember, got blank for a second. So you've got that whole, you've got Pentacles as wolves, you've got, oh that's right, the Swords were ravens or crows, as you can sort of see. So quite beautiful. Oh, and the wands were cats. So quite lovely. Here's the Tower, which I thought was quite cool. Sort of deep card. So really beautiful. I think they the artist did a really good job for the cards. I just think they're just lovely. I mean, I was the Emperor. I actually I really enjoy working with this animal deck as you know, not being completely animal. So I thought that was quite cool. So there we go. That's the tarot decks that I've been using sort of this year quite a bit. I know there's others, but they're on the computer. It's a different story. Okay, so, and they're in storage, so I haven't got them here. Okay, so then the oracle decks I've got is the first one I'm going to talk about is the Angel, which I thought was really beautiful, by Debbie Malone. That's this one here. It comes with an absolutely stunning book, which is absolutely beautiful, about each angel. They're numbered, which makes it really nice and easy. And the imagery is just beautiful. The artwork is just very mystical, very surreal in a way, but yet a reality about it. So I thought they were quite beautiful. The Angel Reading Cards by Debbie Malone. Just to show you a few. I mean, you can see them more on my channel. I'm definitely showing different decks, reviews and things. Okay, the next deck I'm going to look at is the Shamanic Medicine card. Now this is one I really beautiful. I've got a real thing with Native American sort of native sort of decks, and I love the I just picked up feathers here, and it's got feather speak. I fall softly to the ground with a message to be found. Listen to what the spirits say as I sweep your fears away. I mean, it's just beautiful. The artwork is very unique. It's own shamanic. Definitely takes you on a journey, each card, especially in meditation, which I think is amazing. So that's the Shamanic Medicine book. So absolutely, you can see the imagery. I mean, the plant medicine. I mean, it really connects, and you can really go in and journey to those aspects. So I just think it's just the Shamanic Medicine. You would have seen that on my video as well, on my channel, one of the videos. Like to make some space here before they all topple. It'll be just my luck and everything falls, you know what I mean? So let's just move those to one side. So the other one I've got is Preach Teachers. Now, Preach Teachers, actually, I gave to my oldest daughter a long time ago. And she passed them on to my younger daughter. And my younger daughter has now passed them back to me as she realises that I'm using them quite a lot. So this is the Preach Teacher. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the book. It's disappeared on me. But what I find with these cards is the keywords sort of help, but also understanding each animal. So there's your dragonfly, there's a mountain lion, zebra, you can see dolphin. So this is a really good animal deck as well, which I quite like working with the Tarot Familiars and this together. It's quite cool. So there's your raven, your shark. So I quite like that there's keywords, sort of little sentences on them, like the bee says, I have good ideas. So, I mean, you can expand from that in so many ways. I mean, it depends on the context of the question, what your thoughts are, you know, what you resonate with in regards to bees. Dear, I'm gentle. So, you know, I mean, it's all talking about gentle with self, gentle with others, you know, how you treat yourself, how others treat you. It goes on. Then you got snake, I'm healthy. So that's talking about your health, about shedding old skins. All those things, having the wisdom and the knowledge within regards to healing. So there's dove, you can see. So really beautiful little artwork in regards to the animals. I think they're just stunning. So there you have Preach Teach cards, which is a really cool deck. You've got Dragon Oracle by Diane Cooper, which I thought was absolutely, I love that they belong to different dimensions. You can correspond with not just the dimensions, the chakras, healing, colours are quite important in regard to the different dragons. So I just think they're just, I just think they're just gorgeous. Oops, they're not the cards. There we go. Just so you can sort of see a few of the imagery. So they're just beautiful. So they're a real, very, quite a deep deck, I find. They're really sort of in a meditation and reflection. They're amazing. So then the next one I'm going to look at is, Kyle Gray's The Keepers of the Lights. Oh, these messages are just so powerful with the gods and the goddesses, the ascended masters. They're just absolutely just beautiful. I mean, Lord Shiva with transcendence. I mean, the artwork, the energy, the vibration of this deck. You can see that Kyle and the artist have really together put this most amazing deck. This is definitely one that I feel resonates with a lot of people, especially those that sort of doing, who are really into transformations within their own journey. They are just gorgeous. They're just beautiful. I love the Mary Magdalene. So you can see the beauty in the artwork, the crispness of the colours, just the energy, the vibration. You can just see, you know, meditate, give you a chance to really connect with this person, with this diva, this energy, this vibration in regards to the ascended master, the gods, the lords, the whatever you like to call them, this deity. It's up to you. You know, it's just beautiful. Absolutely just gorgeous. So, Kyle Gray's. Now, I'm going to show you the book and the, whoops, just lost the cards on the floor. It's really clever. So, this one is the box. Comes in a lovely little box, which I could keep all my cards in, but I prefer to keep them in bags. And the book. Now, the book I love about it with Kyle is he talks a little bit about, say, Elmora, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you, wear a cloak of protective love. And then he talks about who Elmora is. He's a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Baba Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region in the Indian subcontinent in the 19th century. It is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. So it goes on about that, and then he gives you the extended message. So I just think it's just gorgeous. I just think there's a lot of thought, and it's an amazing book. I mean, there's over 100 pages in English, as each card has 2 pages. I mean, I just think I think that's a lot of information. He shares a few spreads, a little bit about reversed cards, suggested spreads. So there's a little bit about, what his thoughts in regards to reversed cards. And, you don't worry about it too much. It's whatever you feel is for you. So it's up to you. So I love that. So that's Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. I just had to show you the box. Okay, the other deck. Actually, I don't like my deck on the floor. Let me just get that out and put that away. Okay, the other deck that I loved, that I got this year was the Intuitive Soul Oracle by Lisa Williams. Now, this here. So again, you've got the box, beautiful book. Again, you can see, she really has thought about each card. Each card has page for the picture and then a few words. It's not a lot. But that's, with this deck, I find you don't need a lot. Like, I feel like a lot of it is about your own thoughts. There's a lot of keywords actually on the cards, which I think is quite cool. Like with work, you've got all those keywords at the bottom. There, let me read them for you. It's, focus, passion, diligence, success, teamwork, and finance. So it really shows you a lot. But yet you can see that anything in regards to work is actually in your hands. It's all about your wishes, your desires. You can see the card sort of tells you quite a lot. It's about your power standing strong as you look ahead, Relationships, you can see that it's love, a gentle love. It's very soft. Butterfly. So, and again, you've got this artwork that's really soft, really gentle. It's just a beautiful, the energy of the deck's gorgeous. The artwork's lovely. The words that are being used are lovely. I love the back of the cards as well. I think they are really gorgeous. Really give you that softness, that gentle. So this is another deck if you really want that soft, gentle energy. Lisa Williams, Intuitive Soul Oracle cards. Definitely a deck. You can see my review on this on my channel. If you go through my channel, you'll see lots of sort of unboxing, reviews, my thoughts regards to decks, etc. So here we have Sue Nicholson's The Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle. And this is quite an in-depth deck. It's got in regards to each section of cards is related to a chakra, so there's 7. So they're quite, from your base chakra, each chakra, of course, has a certain colour. And within the chakra, within the set, you've got the teachers and the guardian angel, the guardians of each one. Oh my God, now we've got some noise going on. Sorry about all that. So anyway, I'll just finish up with the last of the deck. So this is your Butterfly Guiding Light, as you can see, and here you have the some of the different colours. So let's just go through quickly. So you can sort of see there's your red, your yellow, your turquoise, and your green. You've got your orange. So you can see that there's a variety of colours, variety of different cards. You've got your guardian of day, of night. So there you've got your third eye. So there you are. Just the Butterfly Guiding Light's got a beautiful book, a lot of information in it. This is by Sue Nicholson. She's a medium. She does a lot of workshops and shows and things like that. She's absolutely incredible. She's worked on Sensing Murder in New Zealand. She's a beautiful soul, absolutely gorgeous, very down-to-earth sort of person. She's not pretentious or anything like that. I've met her personally several times. I've done 3 of her workshops and been to a couple of her shows. She's done a couple of readings for me. Absolutely hilarious. She's absolutely gorgeous, and she tells you straight up with the readings. She'll tell you exactly what comes through. She's very specific. I felt there was no waffling when she did the reading for me. There was information that she had no idea about, and she was just spot on. She just cracked me up. She was she had everybody in fits in regards to my auntie that came through and my cat. Spot on with everything. It was amazing. I had the most amazing night at her show. She was just hilarious. She was really good and really spot on. There was no waffling with her readings. I felt they were very, very specific. I mean, there was stuff there that there wasn't any guesswork. It was just, this is it. It either resonates with you or you don't know yet. Go away with it. She didn't try and change any information to suit. She just said, hey, look, this is what I'm getting. This is what it is. And you do with it what you want. So that was amazing. So Sue Nicholson's Butterfly Guiding Light Oracle comes with this little pouch as well, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. The box, beautiful big box, because you've got this beautiful book that's through it. There's no pictures as such. There's no pictures in it. It's all just words, but it's all about each chakra, except for your spreads. And she does butterfly thread, basic 3, soul purpose spread, which I thought was quite good. So she, and it does a lot of, a little bit of information with each card, keywords, a little bit of information about chakras. So there's quite a lot involved with that one as well. So then the last, I've got a couple of decks still to go. So we've got Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno. I have kept it in its box. Now, I generally like the energy of this deck. The trouble I have is memorizing all the names of the crystals, what the crystals do, because there's so many in the deck. And the books are gorgeous and everything. And he's got specific sort of keywords that are quite important for this deck. So what I did was, for me personally, I did some little stickers on it. And I suggest to anyone that sort of has this deck and who's struggling with remembering and doesn't want to use the book all the time, just add the keywords to the deck. I think that's the biggest thing that I struggled with this. I mean, I love the energy of the deck. I love the crystals. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful deck to use for healing on many aspects. You can go through and get more information if you want to about each crystal, but this just gives you a real basic keywords and things, and just a little bit more information in the book if you want to use the book. But if you're not wanting to use the book all the time, I think just adding keywords to the cards is a great alternative. So, I mean, that's your clear quartz, I think, is beautiful. I mean, Tiger Iron, I don't know where the stickers have gone on there. I either missed it or forgot about it, or they've come off. That's the only problem with the stickers. Chariot, yeah. So you can sort of see the crystals are absolutely gorgeous. It's like being magnified, so it fills the spirit, fills the card, and it's just, the colours are gorgeous and very crisp and very bright. This is actually a second edition. Or another edition of this deck. I had the original one, which was in a different box, slightly different. The imagery was the same, but just different box, different guidebook. Some of the pictures might have been slightly different. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have that deck anymore. So there you go, Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. I love his decks. His decks are gorgeous. I used to have a few of them. I need to sort of start recollecting again. Okay, last deck I'm going to talk about is the Pagan Tarot. Okay, this Pagan Leonard, I'll just show you the box. This one here. By Gina M. Pace and Franco Rivioli. Now I love this aspect of that it's connecting to the paganism. So you'll see on the bottom of every card is the pagans. So you've got 2 men, 2 women. And that's the thing about this card, this deck as well. She's included 2 men, 2 women. Because you've got relationships that are woman and woman, men and men. So it just gives you, and you have connections with people of the same sex, people of different sex. So I think it gives you that alternative, which I thought was quite cool. It does have the card inserts in it, just very, very simple. And then the pictures are really clear. They're very, very clear. When you're doing a large spread, you know, you're doing the grand tableau, you can actually see what the images are very quickly at a glance. Here's your man. I think the only man that I sort of struggle with actually is the Native American man, only because if you're not careful, if you don't know your numbers, you can sort of mistake him. But he's got a very gentle aspect to him, which I love. But it just, you sort of have to sort of double take. Just want to show you this guy. So let me see. I'll grab him quickly. So there's your other woman. There's your men. Oh, here he is. There he is. So that's your man. 28. So yeah. So yeah, that's the cards. That's the decks for 2018. Take care and blessed be.